In this tutorial, we want to look at the life path effects, power stroke, and also rotate copies. I'm going to use those to show you how to use those two path effects in Inkscape. I'm using Inkscape 1.0. So let's start by going for our Bezier tool here, and then you can choose, let's choose create sequence of let's create B spline path. That's what I want to use. And then we draw something like a circle more, a semicircle more. Go like this. You click and release, you click and release, so you get something like this, more or less. Now anything like this is okay, it's not necessary. Now let's select it and go to object, fill and stroke, and then let's increase the stroke width or the style. So we increase it a bit, just it's for you to see what will be going on. I'll also maybe change the stroke color. I'll go to shift and change it, so it's just for visibility, because I have the impression when it's darker you won't see what I want to do. Now we go to path, and then we go to path effects. Now something empty here will open like this, and then we go to the plus, and then first I want to use the power stroke. So with the power stroke, when you click it and then you go, this pops up, and then when you go for the node tool, you are going to see these nodes here. There are two nodes you are going to see. There is, if you touch it with this thing, the node tool, you will see that one is stroke with control point. That is what we are going to use. These ones are just nodes for the path, but we want to use the stroke with control point. That's what you will use. So those are normally sometimes at the edges, getting to, I don't know how to say it, but getting to, not in the middle, but you will see it when you touch it. When you touch a node, you can read it from under here, whether whatever it is. So we select this one here, the width, the stroke with control points, and you can adjust the width of whatever you have. So now I think this is okay. We have adjusted it. You can also adjust it from this side if only it's a stroke. It's something you can look, you can adjust everything, but for what I want to do, we leave this one like this. And now we want to look at, let me explain also this power stroke a bit into details. Now we have this, if you have points, you can sort the points so that let's see here, sort offset points according to their time value along the curve. When this is checked, you see these points here, you can move them. Let's see, let me remove this check, and then you will see what will happen when I move this. Okay, when I get to some points, it becomes like this. It doesn't flow on. But if I were to change this, if I were to move, it will just flow on. So if we start again and this is on, look, if I move it, when I come here, it just flows on. So I normally check it so that in case I want to manipulate something, I can do it without getting any strange shapes. But that's how it is. When it reaches to another node stroke width control points. It's smooth when you check sort points. Now there are interpolate. This is what determines which type of interpolator you are using, or it distinguishes between the strokes more or less. So with this, you have this, you can go through them. This you see is using the Bezier cubic Bezier. This is using the cubic Bezier jaw hand. Just for me to go on with the jaw hand, if you can use it to adjust the smoothness, okay. But with the others, when you adjust the smoothness, I did not see any change with the jaw hand. Yes, so this, and then we have the cubic smooth, we have the linear smooth, we have the spiral interpolator. So that whichever one you want, that's what you should choose. This time I'll choose the, let me see, I'll choose the cubic smooth, for example. Now after choosing the cubic smooth, you can also choose start cap, and with the start cap, we have different. You can have zero width, and you can have square. This is the start cap, this is the end cap. You can have round, you can have peak, you can have bats. But this one today, maybe I will use the bats one. Now the joints, that's where two things join. You can have it round, you can have spiral, you can have meter. With the meter, you can adjust it with this meter limit, okay. And the width, this is the width scale. You can, so this I change it back to maybe rounded, although I don't have any. And then we have width scale. The width scale, this determines the width of whatever you've drawn, whether you want this or that. And the end also, you can have width 0, you can have a square, you can have a peak. This is the end, but with my end it's very small, so I wouldn't bother to do anything there. Now after this, I'm going to use another path effect for in addition to this, so I can go back again and do add path effects. Now I want to do rotate copies. Now you see it rotates these, it does a rotation of the copies. And with the rotation of the copies, this is method. You can choose different methods, the normal, this one, or the fuse path, whichever you think is you want for your thing. Today I'll just use the normal, and the number of copies is 6 for this. You can increase it, you can decrease it, but I prefer 6 now. Okay, you can put a starting angle, you can put the rotation angle. This is rotating in 60 degrees, and the gap you can also put, and then you can say whether it should be distributed evenly. I prefer it to be reduced evenly. If you've done something here and you want to go to the original state of when the program was installed, then you go to reset style. So this is how you can use these path effects. Now let's continue and decorate what we have a bit here, because it's going to be a logo. Now you see that everything is grouped here, but I want to color each one of the things, or color some different colors. So what you can do is, with everything selected as it is created, one thing I forgot to have told you, with the rotation, you can also come here with the edit path by nodes tool, and then you can use this to adjust this in any way that you want, but I want it in the original state, so I leave it as it is. Okay, now I was talking about color. Let's select everything. I want to if I want to color everything individually, then I have to go to path and do break apart. When I break apart, then I have each one, and then I can do with each one and give it a color that I want. I would just want to color everything, most of the things, maybe one color, and the rest one of it. So maybe I go to shift and choose this. I'll choose some, and then maybe color it this color here. Okay, and then I continue. Maybe I choose also this and this. I just want to leave only one out, which is also shift always. Okay, and then this, and then this, maybe we give it something like this color here. It's just some design. I would want to push this. I can also push this down if I want, but I think it's okay. I leave it as it is. I can now, if you are satisfied with your design, you just can select all. If you want, you can select all by going to Alt and then running drawing a red line on everything like this, more or less, and then selects all, and then now you can group it. If you want to go to object, group, and then you can make it smaller. We make it smaller a bit like this, something like this is okay. So this is the logo that I wanted to show you about it. The most important thing is to learn how to use the live path effects. Thank you for watching. Please help me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye.